Megan. Most of y'all probably remember her. Yes, this is the conductor herself. And apparently she's claiming that she was groomed. And she actually filed a lawsuit against her department, which, to be honest, that's kind of a little money move, but I ain't even gonna hate on it. But what doesn't make sense is she's claiming she was groomed. So yeah, I felt like we should go over this article. New York Post went over it, and they got a little bit more insight. But yeah, she claimed to be she was going through a troubled marriage, and claimed she felt trapped and exploited in the midst of all male ranks in her police department. I can't argue against that. I mean, if you're a female going in and being a cop, what female doesn't feel a little bit pressure being around all men like that? I don't know about feeling trapped. Trapped on what? Giving the guts up? That doesn't make any sense to me, but I understand it being an all male group. But she, word for word, said where Miss Hall sought role models at her new job, she instead found predators. Wow, so you're calling cops predators. Wow, okay, well. And in place of offering professional development, her supervisors apparently and the chief of police groomed her for sexual exploitation. So they chose this to sexually exploit. Interesting. She's trying to get her money though. That's what it seems like. I ain't even matter. Whoever gave her the advice to do this move and to blame it on everyone else and get money in the process, hey, she got some good ass advice, to be honest. They colluded in using their authority to systematically disarm her resistance and entrap her in degrading and abusive sexual relationships, even sharing tips on the best ways to manipulate and exploit her. Wow. Now, I'm wishy-washy with this one. I feel like the people on top definitely set the standards for things that go on at whatever place you work. So I don't fully put blame on her, but this is just like a weird situation. Now she's claiming that they groomed her and they were showing ways to manipulate this. Like, to be honest, man, this is just, whew. This right here is really, really weird. So you're telling me you felt trapped, and then they're sharing reasons and ways to get in your draws. And it seems like you were relatively aware of it. This part right here, how did you know that they were sharing this stuff? So it's just like a little fishy though, but man, that's wild that they was running around sharing experiences, telling the boys like, hey man, shit, you know, this how you did it. So man, that's just wild. But apparently she felt trapped. And in an attempt to escape, she nearly killed herself. Wow. That is just, whew. I mean, I don't believe that at all. This sounds like some more victim shit, to be honest. But yeah, this is one of the offers right here, Mr. Powell. Holy. But a Hall was fired in January after word of a steamy sexcapade with her 5 other cops became public, with these officers also terminated from the department. I heard not all of them got fired. In an interview during an internal investigation, the young cop admitted she performed sex acts on duty and on police property and had a threesome with one cop and his wife. Oh no, she's wilding. See, this is the type of stuff that makes me think this case either might get thrown out or she's not going to get what she completely wants, because this is wild. So she was in the car. She had a threesome with a cop and a wife. Bro, she was buck wild, to say the least. But she told investigators she got stupid and got desperate in the midst of a divorce, which, I mean, it's a divorce. I don't know about the got stupid, got desperate thing, but blame it on whatever you want. Damn, she was 24 when she first applied to the job in 2020 and claimed she first became sexually involved with Sergeant Lewis Powell early last year. So Mr. K9 himself, man, he's a real dog. He was dogging them goddamn guts out. That's crazy. This is another gentleman. I don't know why they got this face like this. Yo, yeah, who cares about this one? So this was the chief of police, Chip Davis. So he got fired as well. Holy. I guess he was another guy in them guts. And anyway, Sergeant Powell, this guy right here, learned that Miss Hill was going through the process of buying a home with her husband and thought this process was extremely taxing on the relationship. What? I mean, it's hard to buy a house. I don't know about taxing on the relationship. That's weird. And that's a weird reason to try to get in somebody's draws. Anyway, Sergeant Powell positioned himself as a reliable source of companionship and advice regarding Miss Hall's career and her marriage. See, this might actually hold some weight. Because if he was like, you can bump up if you do, I can work with you, that actually might hold some merit. So this might not be completely false. Her marriage and the house, that shit doesn't matter at all. Maybe her being in a divorce means she might be open to doing some things and her needs aren't getting met. I'm pretty sure it was more about this, her career. But Sergeant Powell apparently persisted in requests for sex despite her. So you go from talking about a house, realizing she's out of marriage, to persistently requesting it. I don't know. If you out of a marriage, I think you're just walking around wet as fuck all day. I don't think anyone has to beg for that, to be honest. Call me a dickhead if you want to. Anyways, eventually Miss Hall gave in to his request for sexual favors. Yeah, of course you did, lady. Of course you gave in. Oh, man. Yeah, this is wild. This is the supposed cuck himself. Apparently he knew about it and didn't give a shit. That's just wild. But Hall said the exploitive sexual relationship with Powell led to other sexual encounters involving other cops. Larry Holiday, Patrick, Ty, Juan, Gavin. All of them was in them guts. And Detective Seneca Shields. Whoa, wait a second. Is that a female? Holy. I don't know, maybe not. Dang, Powell, blah, 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 were fired over the excavate. The other cops kept their job. So not everyone even got fired like I thought. Damn, so they finna be talking about this for a minute. But Mr. Police over here, his ass got fired. Holy, well, that definitely makes sense. It comes from the top, like I said. Early this month, the chief, he got let go. Hall claims the chief encouraged this behavior and shared in the pornography and sexual fantasies of mutual abusing Miss Hall with his trusted supervisor, Ty Go. Dang, so the chief and the freaking supervisor were sharing pictures and talking about what they wanted to do. That's wild. Now, she said Davis wants to ask her to come to his office to dance for him and tried to get her to agree to lunch dates and describing her clothing as hot girl summer-ish. You gotta be... So you telling me this man right here was telling her, come dance in my office. You got some hot girl shit. Yo, get out of here. Man, you literally cannot make this stuff up, man. The lawsuit filed by the U.S. District Company in the Middle District names the city of Powell, names the city of Lawvik, named Powell as defendants. So she's suing the chief, the lieutenant, wow, and Powell. Holy, oh yeah, she's gonna get it. She's getting paid. She's going for the top people. This is definitely not her own insight either. Someone definitely told her to do this. It's obviously she's trying to get millions of dollars because of damages and lost wages, medical expenses, medical suffering, emotional distress, and reputational harm. Okay, if you get blasted out like that, she probably can't get a good job. Honestly, this is the right play for her. It's a shameful play, but it's the right play. But man, I saw this and I'm just like, I almost didn't believe it. They gave away their whole career for this chick right here, man. And now she's suing. She's gonna get the money too. They threw it away for this. Man, I can't believe it, bruh. That's just wild. Honestly, they deserve to take the L. She's gonna get her money. But man, this is a wild thing I saw. I had to go over it. But yeah, any more wonky bullshit like this happens, we'll definitely be tuning in. But yeah, that was about it. I'll see you guys on the next one.